All right, what is going on? Daniel here from Signature Performance Tire and Wheel in Costa Mesa, California. If you don't know, look at the beautiful sun. I am excited to show you Hector's truck behind me. This truck has been a work in progress for us over the last 3 to 4 weeks. Hector came here, I think about 60 days ago. And he first called, he worked with Raymond, and he wanted some suspension upgrades. At the time, we didn't know what Hector's long-term vision was, but if you've never seen a Fox Factory Silverado, that was a truck that he had seen. If you've seen the prices, you know it's probably better to just try to build something yourself versus pay almost $200,000 for that truck. So that was Hector's inspiration on this truck, and I wanted to share that with you as we go through this build head to toe, so you can kind of see how he came to these decisions. So we started with suspension, tires, and wheels. That is really always the meat and potatoes. So if you're starting on your particular build, it's always exciting to maybe go buy that accessory first or some lights. But really, suspension, tires, and wheels is where I suggest a great place to start is. You can dial everything in from there. Now, if you look at the height of this truck, nothing too big, right? Got almost a 35-inch tall tire in here. It's a 295 65/20 to be exact. It's not too big, nothing big and obnoxious. But the suspension, mind you, has a ton of function. So you can get a leveling kit to look just like this. Hector wanted function. So we opted for the Cognito Fox package on this truck. Now, the reason we did is Cognito has a really bitchin' upper control arm that comes with this kit, and this is Fox 3.0 shock. So rather than a 2.5 diameter, we have 3 inches in diameter. What's really sweet is I love the orange anodizing that they've done there, along with the finned reservoir. Now, if you look down on the frame rail, the kit comes with all the mounts. I mean, the shock carries so much fluid that it has 2 hoses going to the reservoir. That is not something you're ever going to see on a 2.5. You're going to see it in the 3.0 Fox and even some King stuff. So super sweet. Out back to go along with the suspension, we did a matching Fox 3.0 rear shock. I'll take you quickly over and do that. The Cognito kit does come with some rear shims. It looks like a mini leaf pack that goes under the leaf spring, so you can see that there along with the U-bolts. You got the Fox 3.0 shock, and then to install these, you can see the reservoir there. Now, just be aware that when you go to install this, if you're doing this at home in your driveway, make sure you have a lot of buddies or a very willing wife to lift the bed, because it will require you to lift the bed to run that reservoir over to mount that up. So once we had the suspension dialed in, he honestly left at that point and didn't pick any wheels and tires. Picked it up and said, "Oh my gosh, kind of looks funny." I was like, "It does." So he said, "Well, I'm actually going to go get a Supercharger from somewhere else. Maybe I can come back for wheels and tires." And I said, "Well, why don't we do the Supercharger for you?" He goes, "Oh, didn't even think about it," right? So then this thing just started to snowball. Then it turned into, well, I want a bumper, and then I want a hood. And so we're going to go through this head to toe. Now that we got the suspension out of the way, we shifted to the brakes. Obviously, with putting a Pro Charger, which I'll get into in a minute, that this truck has, he wanted that additional braking. So in the front, you can see inside the KMC wheel is the largest brake kit available from Baer. This is a 15-inch rotor. This is their Extreme kit. Comes with a 6-piston. That is the red kit, along with their cross-drilled and slotted rotor. Now, it does require a minimum 20-inch wheel to fit that brake package. You can see the clearance there. So we did go with a 20/9 wheel. This is the KMC IMS. Hector was a little unsure on the wheel. He kind of left that up to me. I really like this wheel because it has a combination of a satin black face along with a gloss black lip. We did a black lug nut, all blacked out center cap, along with the BF Goodrich KO3. Cannot go wrong with this setup here. Now, this particular setup on this height for fitment, obviously, if you have a factory bumper, it doesn't look like this. It will require a little bit of trimming along the bottom. And then right now we've left this all stock here in the back. There is a fender well modification that we might do. This truck does rub at full lock in reverse. Your truck will lower when you do that. So right now we do have a little bit of trimming that's potentially going to be done. Right now we're going to wait for Hector to arrive and have that discussion. If he wants to do that, then we'll take care of that. So we're talking about brakes. I almost forgot to talk about the rear brakes. Now, we did Baer out front. In the rear, we did go with a different manufacturer. This is a little MFG shop. Now, there's a specific reason we did. If you look on the bottom side of that caliper, you're going to see what looks to be a very small caliper on its own. These trucks, not all models, some come with an electronic rear e-brake. As of today, Brembo, Baer, all the top brands do not offer their own kit, but little MFG does. So they use a Wilwood caliper, Wilwood rotor. It's a 16-inch rotor out back, if you can believe that. And it does fit a 20-inch wheel, as you see there. So definitely want to check your rear brakes if you're looking to get a bigger brake kit. So now that we got our suspension, wheels, and tires out of the way, I want to move to some of the cosmetic stuff here on the front end. So right out the gate, he said he wanted the 6.2 liter hood. So this truck has the factory 5.3 liter. If you're not aware, this is a factory GM 6.2 liter hood. We painted to match, did all the factory felt. And then this hood scoop is required to be purchased separate. So if you decide to do one of these, just be aware there's about 9 part numbers, I think, just to get the hood, different hood struts, the whole thing. So we did that for him. And then in the front, he wanted lights. We looked at a couple different options. In the end, we settled on this Dirt King pre-runner style front bumper. I love this bumper, just love it. It does require cutting of the factory bumper, so I'll show you guys quickly what we did here. It just cut along the factory edge here, nice and clean. This trim does not come with Dirt King with the bumper, so we added this ourselves just to finish everything off super clean. Keeps all your sensors. The bumper runs nice and clean right along the front bumper. And then there's mounts here. Now you do have the options depending what size light you put. This is the most quantity of lights that you can run on this particular one, or you can one large light. And then obviously you can see the skid plate down there in the front. So moving towards the back, accessory wise, we did do some graphics for Hector. We did a spray and bed liner for Hector, so I'll show you guys what that looks like. So we did some Fox factory style graphics here. Orange trim to match the Fox shocks. Came out super sweet. We did a gloss black stripe along with the Fox factory logo. And then we did a rear bumper for Hector as well. This rear bumper is by Deviate. I'm a fan personally of Deviate. I really like the lines that it runs here and the raised line here versus having a bumper that really hangs down. Your factory one would hang down like that. So you do have some options to add some rear lights here. It does have spots for your rear sensors if you have those. Backup lights, tow hitch, everything's dialed in, ready to go. Since we're looking here, you can see the Borla exhaust hanging out the back. So this is a Borla quad exhaust. It's a dual exit gloss black tip. And I'll show you in the bed here. We also did an under the rail spray and liner for him. So again, you can see if you bring your truck here, we have the ability to do everything from head to toe. It's a one-stop shop for you. Probably should move to the fun part. Let's go out front. Sorry guys, we're working. We're just gonna have to let this guy drive by. Check out that K5. So you know I'm shooting a video? You're not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That thing's super cool, huh? I should shoot a video of that thing. I like it. All right. Here we are. There she is. So, this is a ProCharger Supercharger. Now, we have done quite a few of these. I wish we did more of them. We're in California, so we're very limited on what we have the ability to do. This is a ProCharger designed for all LS motors, particularly 5.3 liter and 6.2 liter. There's quite a few different options. They have two different superchargers. They have their standard, and this is their P1X. The P1X is set up to hold and withstand more horsepower. So if you're to do more internal upgrades or anything like that, this would handle that. All the tubes will already come black. You have the option on the bracketry, which you can't see here. You can do polish, raw, or black. We did a matching polished. And then the intercooler, which is hidden down, we did that in black. Now, as far as horsepower upgrades go, this adds about 150 horsepower. So at the crank, this is dynoed at 515 horsepower. You can take this to a custom tuner, do your own tweaks. We like to do what the manufacturer gives to us right outside the box before we start tweaking with things. What we have found the most success is to do what ProCharger gives right out the box, especially if you're not upgrading a lot of internals and doing things like that. You know, there's risk versus reward. This thing has a ton of power, and I know for sure Hector's going to be plenty happy with the power. As far as lighting controls, we also have over here, I'll just show you, we have the Switch Pros. Now, if you have lots of lights and accessories, we install a ton of these. These are a great option to keeping all your lights and wiring in a clean place. We work with SDHQ. They're great. They have a ton of direct bolt bracketry designed for the Switch Pros, for the vehicles, to keep everything nice and clean. So we have that there for you. And let me take you inside and show you the switches as well. This particular Switch Pros mounted here. This mount does not come from Switch Pros. Again, we get this mount from SDHQ. So you got to buy this mount by itself and the one under the hood by itself. Right now we only have two lights. So we have the fog, which is the yellow up under the bumper, which you saw earlier, and then the driving light. He's got 6 other spots. We already have plans for Hector's truck to come back. We'll be doing some pillar lights, some backup lights, and some other options. So really excited about Hector's truck. He's been really patient. Some of the parts have taken a little longer than we would have liked to get. However, when you get a build like this, it's kind of how it goes. So thank you very much, Hector, bringing your truck from Baja, Mexico. Thank you so much. If you're out of state, obviously Hector brought his truck here. There's a RV over here on the other side we got to go talk about here in a minute. It's from Arizona. So don't be afraid if we're in California. Send your truck here. Follow us on youtube.com and comment and like down below. Put a lot of work into these videos to share with you guys the experience. I love the interaction with you. Love to hear from you, or give us a call. We'll talk to you guys soon.